Hi everyone, I'm going to do an journal page day in this book, and before I forget, I'm going on vacation. I'll be back next week, so I thought maybe I can squeeze in one page before just packing and going. So I'm going to start with stenciling here, and I'm going to use gesso. I love this technique. It's like using an invisible ink. Here, because this is an old book, it's already yellowed, and you will see everything I'm doing with the gesso. I will show you in a minute. For those who didn't see me in the past doing the same technique, I'll show you how it looks on white paper. So I'm just going to stencil with gesso, and I hope to be quick about it. And if you're wondering about my finger, I had an argument with the utility knife I lost. So after 25 years using a utility knife without doing any damage, I've done it. So moving on, and I'm putting down, if you didn't see, this is a compass stencil, and I'm trying to get all the details. Not that it's really, it doesn't really matter, but all the same I'm trying to do it so it will look nice. And this is a stencil of waves that I just think will look great in the background. So what the gesso is doing is some kind of resist, and it's not I've got a little bit of leftover paint on my stencil that is tinting my gesso, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to spray over everything. So the gesso is doing is going to make some kind of resist, and it will look different once I spray it. I'm going to use my homemade sprays that I'm doing from gel food coloring and water, and each time I get asked, whoops, if I have a recipe. I don't have a recipe. The whole thing is just putting a few drops and just spraying it and seeing if it's the color you want. If it's not strong enough, you add a few drops more. That's it. There is nothing to it. Right? I'm thinking I want more of these waves, and I'm going to try and match it here. And to continue putting down more waves. I don't want just a block of a square. Just a little bit more. And I think I'll put some here. It really doesn't matter. I'm just trying to make it more cohesive with the rest of the page. Yeah. And okay, moving this aside. So I'm going to let this dry, and I want to show you. I'm moving this, and first of all I'm going to show you about the gel food coloring. That's what I've got, and it's a local brand, even local here, not the whole country. So the only thing that I do is just put some few drops like so, and let's add water from this spray bottle. so I won't have to get up. Here it is. Nice and easy. Now I'm going to test it. I like it, that's it. Don't like it, I'm adding more drops. If I want it lighter, I will just spill some and add more water. And now that it's drying, I'm thinking that I do want it a little bit more darker. This kind of sprays do fade a little bit when they dry, so you need to take this into consideration. And I've done already a video about the sprays and stencils and stamps, but not everyone is following me from the beginning, of course. So there is other ways to do it if you don't have gel food coloring. These are pigments for textile. You can use them also to make sprays. Just put a little bit in the bottle, again with water, and it's almost like brushes, only here we don't have them, so that's how I figured on doing this. So this is a dye for textile that you can use, and the cheapest way of doing sprays is taking felt pens, even the ones that dried. And if you have kids or grandkids, you always have some felt pens that dried. So what you do with any kind of felt pen, if you have a way to open it, it's good. If not, just break it, take the filler, cut it in small pieces, and add it to water in a bottle. Let it be for at least a day, and you will have a spray. Again, if you want it to be very vibrant, then you will probably need more than one filler. So that's the whole speech I have about sprays. I'm moving this aside, and while what I've done on my book is drawing, I want to show you what I meant about invisible like an invisible ink. And this is, I've stenciled here, maybe you can see, I've stenciled here on watercolor paper, and I can just spray it now, and I hope you will see the effect. I'm just going to put this here so I won't have mess all around. And let's see, what kind of colors do I want? I don't care. Let's just have fun with it. And most of the time, using this technique, the paper will curl. Yeah, I think. Don't really care about what color I'm using. I'm just having fun, and I want you to see the effect. Yeah, so basically this is it. You can let it move if you want, like so. You can take a paper towel if you want to get rid of all the puddles, and you can just let it be. It depends on you. And if you want to spread it, you can also take a water spray bottle like so and help it along. Of course, then it will be a little bit faded. So this is it. I'm moving it aside, and maybe by the end I will show you. It will be dry and I can show you what came out of it. And now that I've moved it, I made a puddle that I'm going to just soak with a paper towel. And put it on the floor, and I hope it will be okay. Okay, so I'm going back to this and I'm going to cover this side. Just want one page to do this time. And let's see, some of this. And I really don't care. I really love playing with it. Where is, here is the orange that I've done. I'm also letting them mix a little bit. I think it's fun. And usually I try for the lighter color to be in the middle. It just takes more, it gives a more definition to the page and more 3D feel to it. And I want just a little bit more of this, and this needs to dry, and I need to clean all around. So I'll be back when it's dry and we'll continue. I'm back. So this is dry, I think. Yeah, and I want to add some stamping to this page. And first I want you to use this like an old map to stamp around, and I'm gonna use the walnut stain distress ink, I hope, to add details, but I want it in the backgrounds. That's why I'm not using the black, and I'm going to stamp with black but other things. So I'm just randomly going to stamp around and add details, and it's hardly shown but it's there. And if I feel that it needs more, then I'll just move to the black and add something to this page. Right now I'm quite satisfied with what I've got with this. Yeah, so leaving this be, I'm going to add now some stamping with black, and I've got this stamp set which is great for this theme. So I'm going to use again this compass just to add interest, and I'm using Memento Tuxedo Black. I don't care if it goes to the next page. I will just cover it when I do the next page. And I don't even care that it didn't stamp quite right, but I can take it out and just do like this. Next. Here we go. I really like this stamp. And maybe just one more. Yeah, and again it didn't stamp well, so just like this. Yeah, maybe just a little bit more. I really like it. It's like it's adding and also like framing my page, so I really like what it's doing. Maybe another one. Maybe if I'll put my hand underneath, there will be a better print because the page is not straight. Yeah, that's enough, I think. I've added another one. That's it with the compass. And quite enough for me. I just want to put here the word journey, and I've got this sticker, but I don't like the blue glittery stuff, so I'm going to move over it with a permanent black marker. I don't care if some of the blue will show, but I don't want it so prominent on my page. It just don't feel right to me in terms of the shade. So I'm just quickly going over. I'm always using this kind of stickers, and I always find myself changing the color with permanent pen, so think about it. Sometimes you can see a set of stickers but the color is ugly, but you can change it either with this kind of permanent marker or with Costco pens. Yeah, so taking it out gently. Yikes. I hope it's straight. Yeah. So this is it, quite simple, nothing to it. Very quickly, this is my page. I hope you liked it. I just want to show you more examples of this technique. And first of all, it's not completely dry, but here is the page that I've showed you, and that's the effect. And I've just done several ATCs with the same technique, as you can see in the back, like this and like this. The hexagons are gesso in the background, and here I've got all kinds of flowers in the background, again with gesso. Another example is this. All this is in the same technique, so options are endless. And this is it. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll do your own thing with this technique and have fun with it. And this is it. I'll be back next week after my vacation, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.